Hi guys, my name is Sophie and I'm a teacher at ArtsFair. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own baby shark kazoo. First, I'm going to walk you through the steps of how to make this really fun little musical instrument. Along the way, we're going to learn some facts about sharks and what makes them special animals. At the end, you're going to be able to play your very own baby shark rendition on your very own baby shark kazoo. Alrighty, let's head to our workstation and get started.
Did you know that sharks are a type of fish? Like fish, they have gills and fins, but instead of bones, sharks have a skeleton made of cartilage. That's the same type of material you have in your ears and nose. There are over 400 species of sharks, and they live in all of the oceans in the world. Some are big, some are small, some are gray, and some are blue, but they are all important members of the marine habitat. Our shark kazoos are going to be based upon the shark species known as the great white shark. This is the largest predatory species of shark in the world. They average 15 feet in length. That's almost as long as a minivan. And they've got lots of teeth. Here are some other important parts of the great white shark. Our great white shark kazoos will have dorsal fins. These are fins that help sharks swim with stability and prevent them from rolling back and forth while they move in the water. They'll also have pectoral fins. These fins help them steer and maintain their depth in the water. They'll also have gills. Gills are an organ used for breathing underwater. Finally, they'll have lots of teeth. Great white sharks have over 300 of these guys. Watch out! What do you need to make your very own baby shark kazoo? First thing you'll need is toilet paper rolls. You'll need rubber bands, wax or parchment paper, some paperboard from recycled materials, paint for decorating, or you could use colored pencils, a Sharpie to dot in your eyes and gills, some tape to hold it together, and some scissors for cutting out the template. Finally, you'll want to download our template from the link below to cut out your fins and your teeth for your little baby shark. Once you've got your materials, it's time to start making your baby shark. First things first, we'll cut out the dorsal fin for the top of the shark and the pectoral fins for the sides of the shark. We're also going to cut out some teeth for the front of the shark. To do this, we're going to cut out the little paper pieces from the template, as so, just along the bolded line, and then we're going to lay them out on some recycled paperboard, so an old tissue box or a cereal box, and we're going to trace them with a black marker or a Sharpie. Remember, if you're not allowed to cut out things by yourself or use Sharpies, let an adult or an older sibling help you with this part of the project. So we've got our dorsal fin all traced out, and now we'll do the other fins. Once you've traced out your fins, it's time to cut them out using a pair of scissors. Remember, if you're not allowed to use scissors, this is time to ask for some help. Once you've cut out your fins, it's time to begin the next step of the project. Now that we've got our fins cut out, we're going to start painting our shark to look like a great white shark. This means it'll have a white belly, which great white sharks are known for, and a gray body. So, I'm going to start mixing up some paint so I can start to paint the shark. To get a nice gray color, as a tip, I'd recommend mixing some brown, blue, and white paint together. This will get you a nice organic shade of a bluish gray color. And once we've got all our paint mixed, we can start painting our shark. I'm going to start by brushing on the gray color that we just mixed, and I'm going to apply this to most of my toilet paper tube, as well as the 3 fins that we cut out from our paperboard. Once I'm done painting with my gray, I'm going to add some white to the belly of the shark. And I like to do this first by just taking some straight white and applying it to the tube, and then gradually just starting to mix it in and kind of rub it together with the still slightly wet gray paint that I've already applied. Once I'm done painting the body of my shark, then I'm going to go and paint my fins that same grayish color. I have to mix up a little bit more since I ran out of it on the first time. And it's okay if it doesn't match exactly because sharks are animals that have a mottled and sort of variable skin color. So paint these guys up really quickly. Might make a little bit of a mess on my fingers, and that's okay because this is an acrylic washable paint, so it's going to come right out when I wash my hands in the sink. And now we're done painting. Time to wash my hands and we'll start the next part of the project. Quick side note, if you don't have paint or you don't want to cut out fins from paperboard, then you can just use the pieces from the paper template that we started with at the beginning and just color them in using color pencils. Here I'm coloring in a pectoral fin a sort of realistic gray color, but you know what? Have some fun with it. Maybe you want to invent your own shark that has pink polka dots or other fun, crazy designs on it. Sky's the limit, have some fun. Now we're ready to start putting our kazoo together. You're going to want to grab a big circular object around 4 to 5 inches in diameter and your wax or parchment paper. Then you're going to want to trace this circular object onto the wax paper with a pencil. Once you have that object traced onto the paper, then you're going to cut out your circle. This is going to be the top part of the kazoo that the sound vibrates against once you play into it. I hope you didn't forget about our teeth. Now, if you haven't cut them out from the template, now's the time to do so. But if you don't want to cut out all those zigzags individually, there's another easy way to make your own teeth from scratch. You're going to cut out a 6-inch by 1-inch rectangle of white paper, fold it in half, and then just cut a random zigzag line along the top part of the paper. And voila, we have our teeth. Now that we have all of our pieces, it's time to start assembling our baby shark. So the first thing you're going to want to do is tape your teeth into a circle that is roughly the same circumference as your toilet paper tube. Make sure it fits, and then hold it in place and tape it together with a piece of your Scotch tape. Now you're going to take your circle of wax or parchment paper, hold it around the top of your toilet paper tube, not too tightly, but just tightly enough so it doesn't go anywhere, and then you're going to secure it with a rubber band. Once you have that done, you're going to fit your teeth on top of it. As you can see, I made mine a little bit too tight, so I'm just going to undo my tape really quickly, and I'm going to readjust it to make sure that the teeth will fit around the rubber band nicely and tightly enough so that it's not going anywhere. Now that I have that done, it's time to put my fins on. So I'm going to take my dorsal fin first. This is the one that goes on top. And I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape. I'm going to apply it to a little section of the dorsal fin that I have bent, where my template told me to, on the dotted line. And then I'm going to take that piece and make sure it goes in the right direction. I'm going to secure it to the top of my shark. I'm going to rub the tape in so it's nice and fitted. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my pectoral fins. I'm going to take my tape, and if it's a little too long, I'm just going to cut a piece of it off so that it fits. And I'm going to put these on the sides of my shark. It goes right below the dorsal fin and a little bit closer to the front. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my other pectoral fin. I'm going to try to do it so that they match on both sides so that it's fairly symmetrical. And now that I have my fins put on, I'm going to add some other important anatomical details. This is the part that I'm going to use my Sharpie for, or a black marker, or even black paint if you feel so inclined. I'm going to take the Sharpie and I'm going to make 5 gills on each side. This is because great white sharks have 5 gills. This is how a shark breathes. I'm going to do them on both sides. It's basically like drawing little parentheses or sort of curved lines. Now I'm going to take some little pieces of tape and I'm going to place them where I want my eyes to go. The eyes are just going to be little black circles, and I'll put them on like so. And now I'm going to do it on the other side to match. One reason I'm using the tape is because the marker doesn't really show up on parchment paper or wax paper very well. So I recommend using another surface to draw them on. And look, my shark is almost done. He is ready to go. I have one more thing I'm going to add to make him functional as a kazoo. I'm going to poke a little hole with the end of a paper clip into the top of my shark, and this will help some of the sound escape so that it makes a cool kazoo sound. Now I've got 2 shark kazoo buddies. Look at them go! Alright, it's time to make some shark music.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do do do, daddy shark, do do do, daddy shark. Let's go hunt, do 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 do. Yay!
Thanks so much for joining me today. Be sure to share your artwork with us at info@artsphere.org, and if you post any of your art on social media, share it with the hashtag LoveArtsphereInc. As always, you can check out more resources at www.artsphere.org. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.